Wrong button. We'll leave it here for a second so I can share this around. Alright, so that's good. I know this is kind of an impromptu live stream, but I only have so much time to really stream currently at the moment. And my daughter's napping, and she should be waking up for a nap anytime now. She was kind of moving. So I'm just going to try to blast through trying to unbox this thing real quick. And then probably later tonight, I'll do a little how-to stream after she goes to bed. I think is the game plan. But I saw this finally arrive, so I was like, well, guess we're getting to it. Okay, just gotta do one thing on the YouTube side. The only thing that kind of sucked is trying to add the link for this specifically into the description so that if people want to buy this after the video, it'll be down there. I'll make we'll promote it a little bit more here in just a second, but okay, think I'm all good. Man, I wish I would have bought it. All right, we'll switch over. I wish I would have. Well, I'm not sad I didn't get the Monster Arts, but it would have been nice to have been able to have acquired it so that I have something to compare to. Because right now it's just like I have this guy here. Things tipping over. Oh. Which one was the Hiya one before this one? Refresh my memory. I know I'll have to look back through. Because on new releases, we got that 91, and I have a hard time believing that's going to be... Oh, it looks solid, but the face looks so off on that thing. The 91 Godzilla. Ghidorah looks sweet, though. The details seem a little muted on it a bit, but it still looks really good. I think my only real conundrum with it is the head, like its proportions seem a little weird. But still pretty pumped for that one. Because what was the last one? The Evolve? That's the one nice thing about doing YouTube videos is almost everything at buttons shows up somewhere on there. So I just have to scroll through until I hit January of the previous year. And then I know what came up. For the most part, there's not too many things that don't make a video. And then it's hard for me, especially if I really like it, that it more than likely got a video because I like the thing a lot. Oh yeah, it wasn't 2014. Yeah, no. It was solid. It wasn't that great, though. I really didn't like the leg movement on that thing. And the coloring maybe could have been a little better. It's not bad, though. But like I said, better than the Monster Arts in terms of movie accurateness and color. As a figure, not as good, but like everything else about it, still solid. But I wouldn't put it as like top contender, like bait for my buck thing, though. For sure. Honestly, the one I thought was going to be is this one here, the Grisa that I just got, because I've really been liking these snail shell ones a lot lately. It's really good. I'm not super into the loose bits here for her wrappings. Is a little strange, but I still like this. Yeah, mine hasn't had the pop-off problem. I think if anything, I think the head was an issue of mine. The head liked the pop-off real easy. Everything else is okay. But anyways, I guess we'll officially start this. Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve. Today we got an unboxing. I got to make sure to show this side of the package, because the other side has my address, and I just was impatient and didn't decide to marker it off. But would like the pretense. As you can see, it's got Calcus stickers everywhere, because Calcus was kind enough to send me a Shimo in order to review it. So if you guys are interested at the end of the video, the link or at the end of the stream, anyways. There'll also be a review. We'll be bashing this like into the ground. But if you're interested in picking it up and getting it much sooner than stateside, because Big Bad and all them other fancy stateside toy companies still haven't remotely gotten this thing in, and some of the places even canceled things, and they currently have them in stock. So if you'd like to, I know it's pre-sale in the U.S. sites, but I'm getting mine, so it should be coming in. So again, if you'd like to get it sooner, link in the description. I know the price seems a little bit elevated, but when buying from Calcus, you kind of equate the cost to the cost of the figure and shipping. It's one way to look at it, but you can save 6% off your order. Code Steve Calcus at checkout. Super awesome store, great customer service. Yeah, it'd be crazy. Why would I ever want you to know where I live? If anything, you should probably know where I live. I think I've had my address written on more things to you than anything. Oh, we're gonna crack this open. I was getting kind of worried because I wasn't sure where this was, and because Calcus sends me the stuff not through the store, but they contact me through the Instagram, so I got to do photos of this later too. So I'll be down here. So I figure I'll probably stream. But they contact me through there, so they give me the tracking number. It's useless to me because I'll probably should keep this box hanging around because it shows up USPS when it hits stateside, but I don't know what the Chinese tracking is for it before it hits stateside. I will say boxes are a little smushed, but on a high note, tends around here a lot of my stuff from China tends to be kind of smushed looking, but box looks pretty pristine. Yeah, that Ghidorah looks sweet. It looks good. Picture wise, I think from what I've seen, it's kind of got some pros and cons between the monster arts and itself. But I really like the Heisei Ghidorah. It's probably, I'd say, my second favorite still out of the Ghidorahs is 91. First is Grand Ghidorah. Grand Ghidorah best, but actually, now that I think about it, I kind of like the Rebirth of Mothra ones. All of them are really good looking Ghidorahs, like Cretaceous, Death, and Grand Ghidorah. And then 91. Yeah, I don't even I can't even define monster arts. That doesn't bug me as much because it's one of those things it's kind of it forces you to buy the other figures, and every toy company does stuff like that for the most part, anyways. Hiya has been pretty good about it, but in general, it's not a very uncommon thing. The Kaiju number 8 figures are the same way, where for every character you buy, you get something to go with Kafka. McFarlane does it, NECA does it. So, like I said, as a business practice, that doesn't bug me at all. The thing that bugs me is the inaccurate sculpts and the lack of paint application on them. That's the thing that hurts me more than anything. The Scar King's ugh. Although, thankfully, with the tariffs down, I can get the bootleg finally. So, that's a thing. Oh, that's what I should do. We were talking about that, the Space Scar King. And I should get the bootleg to do that with. That'd be a fun one. I know Russell mentioned that he liked it a lot. The Shimo. From what I see, I don't think it's that bad. For the price, though. All of the ones I've seen, it's probably the least offensive of the monster, out of the new Empire figures that they've been doing, followed by the Evolved Godzilla, which I still think the paint job on that thing was had some problems. Oh, such a big box. This thing is massive. Anything good. Yeah, because if anything, Shimo should be more like a pearlescent. It should be like a pearlescent white. Because even in the pictures, it looks very pearlescent. Oh, smells like the factory. Smells a lot like the factory. Okay, so we got pinkness. That's what we're seeing. It's kind of hard with the lighting. At least looking at the. Oh, okay. I can. Yeah, no, I can see the pink. You can kind of see it on this one, especially like right along this section here. It's got a little bit of like a pink tinge to it. My thought process is probably whatever the base color was probably like a pinkish or a red, and then they went over it with the pearlescent. Honestly, I kind of like it though, because for me, it kind of gives it a little bit more color variety to it. Like it gives the detailing a bit more depth. Like not having the monster arts in here, but the monster arts just kind of looked like it was like the yellow, or not yellow, the white plastic, and not really painted. Is that the case with it? Well, it's because I'm huge, so that's a thanks. Ah, spikes look good. I kind of wish they were translucent, but I do like the color shift on them. Looks really good. Yeah, I was gonna say it kind of gives it more like a flesh tone to it. I kind of dig it. Now that being said, the mouth's got like some metallicness going on with it too. It's not just glossy. There's actually, it almost looks like a little bit of like the access from the pearl finish kind of got inside the mouth a bit. Stop focusing on me. Focus camera. There we go. Ripley. Now you get out from under there. Come on. Are you chewing on things? Not eating anything. The floor is like covered in random things. Puppy, puppy. I told you you could be in here, but you gotta sit on the chair. You. Are you gonna be a part of the Shimo? Thank you. Okay, thank you. Yes, it's fine. I just realized that you were over here instead of on the other side. If I find things missing, I'm gonna hunt you down. Just letting you know. Yeah, you go over there. Get answer. Up, up. Ripley, up, up. Up, up. Just a second. Hey. Thank you. There we go. All right, good to go. Now I'm concerned. She's still in the puppy face, so she likes to chew. That's why I'm like, you're not supposed to be over here. I don't know when she snuck back around. I'll find out later because I'll be doing photos, so if something's missing, definitely be during that time frame. I really like the pearl finish on it, though. Very crystalline looking. Just got like that like subtle metallic flake to it. Looks really cool. I'm kind of getting more detail from the camera because looking at my angle, it's like super dark. The camera brightens it up with all the LEDs really nicely, though. Oh, humbug. Nails look good. I like that the nails are posable too. It's kind of got that Godzilla -1 thing going on where you can actually shift around the toes. Yeah, because on the feet you could definitely see the pink. It's a little more subtle in certain places than others, but definitely in certain, like the feet for sure, you can notice it. It kind of does, doesn't it? With the painted nails. I don't mind it. This one's got a couple of paint imperfections on the nails. Like there's a little bit of overpaint on this one here. It's hard to be like super critical at certain price points. But the consistency of the blue in the nails is a little hit and miss. Seems fine. It's definitely not tight. Okay, yeah, I can see it. Like this one, I was trying to see because like I saw people doing like this pose, and yeah, this like kind of sinks. It's probably not the hardest thing to tighten up, though. I would imagine. Yeah, because what really has like blue nails that isn't like some kind of energy attack or something? Oh, oh! I mentioned the stream yesterday, but I got a bit of an ear infection going on right now. It just randomly just hurts. Oh, being on four legs, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Like it's tight enough that it'll support the weight, but I don't think you're like doing the standing Shimo pose. It's gonna work out in my favor. No, honestly, I like this one quite a bit. Like I said, the spikes look really cool. It's got a little bit of overspray of the blue on the back. I'm noticing is a little bit more of like a frosted look. Head looks really good. Although funny enough, now that I see this head, I keep seeing that distortion Rex for the new Jurassic World movie, and Shimo's face 100% kind of reminds me of that thing. I also kind of wish the tail spikies were a little bigger on this. I think it works. That was the one thing I liked about the monster arts, though, in terms of appearance, is like the exaggerated spike crystals. Oh, it's almost. I think I could still probably pull that off. I don't know how you get the tail off the ground though, because it's like that feels about as far as that bends up. Like it'll do it. Say anything about the box for 10 minutes, and I've already gotten. There's already cat hair hanging out on it. You cannot get away from Servo in this household. Visibility on this thing's pretty good. I don't get why there's a joint here because it doesn't do anything. And if anything, there's like the spikes in the way right here. So I kind of don't understand why this could have just been like one solid piece back here. It's one of those like it's a joint that looks like a joint, but it's not really a joint. Like I guess it helps with the bend down. Cool, I guess. She can kind of do the Angerous ball attack a bit better. Yeah, no, I'm digging this thing quite a bit. I definitely say in terms of like the Hiyas, it's definitely one of the more impressive ones for sure, especially this year. Okay, so still waiting on the Ghidorahs. The Ghidorahs are kind of going to be, I think, my tipping point, maybe, but Paris is the movie. I'd ship it. Oh, well, we have, they would be like, it'd be like your ice Angerus, and then Angerus would just be like the earth Angerus. And then they have the babies. Yeah, super foldable. Does ton move? Oh, ton moves. Sweet. And then her and Angerus could also do this. And Gamera Sky Angerus. There we go. You're tying it all together. I'll say when you open the mouth, it kind of looks like it's got like a huge underbite. Not too shabby. Yeah, so far the only thing I'm super impressed with that 91, if I'm going to be honest, I don't like the head. I don't like the head at all on that thing. I don't really like the head when they showed the prototype for it. Like, it was fine, and then once the because usually with these is they don't like the production was never look as good as the prototype. It's kind of to be expected. That one, on the other hand, I don't know what the heck happened with like the eyes and such, but it's just like it looks so deformed to me. Not horrendous, like it's like NECA Godzilla, like a little better than NECA Godzilla looking, but not that far off. But the tail looked good, so there is that. But just to reiterate, we're not going to be streaming too much longer because I'll probably, again, we'll hop on later on and do another one. Oh, you had no, yeah, I just had 91 Godzilla. Like I said, that thing has like, I'm like, if Hiya's trying, if we're trying to get Hiya this absurd monster, it's like the de facto best articulated Godzilla. That ain't the one to go and die on your hill for. The Ghidorah, I could see more. Like I said, the Ghidorah still looks proportion wise seems off to me from pictures, but it still looks good. It's kind of like the monster. It's like because you have the difference between like one. So like the depth of the detail stuff. It looks like I said, it doesn't look bad, but it's not like the details are as crisp as the monster arts. But the heads look a little bit more, but then the heads also look bigger. So I was like, I'm gonna have to get them in hand to really get like a full opinion on it. It'll probably be better joints though. Well, I hope anyways. Doesn't have like the Ghidorah wing problems. Oh, the pinky toes? That bad. Like I said, it's nothing worse than any of the monster arts ones. Like Destroya had some like notoriously scary joints in that thing. Like my Destroya's got like damaged wings that I've had to repair because like the ball joint's like the size of like a flea. Now that I have one in hand, I'll probably make it a beam for this one. For sure. Shimo needs an ice beam. I hope that's the one I want. I just want a good Scar King. It's just so much to ask. He's my baby. Who could probably blue with white dry brushing. More than likely. I really got to look at the beam. I could do it clear, like clear with the whites. Problem is, I got to find like a good clear that doesn't come out yellowish because sometimes it comes out yellow. Because I got to look how it is in the movie. Let's see what I kind of want to do. Problem is, I would need like a sacrificial Scar King in order to do it. But I almost want to take like a Scar King, sculpt icy effects on it. Well, not even sacrificial. I could probably get away with using just like normal clay or something on it. I wouldn't have to use Yeah, I just do like my stuff. So I would just like take a Scar King action figure, use some monster sculpey to sculpt like the ice effect, and make a frozen one, and then 3D scan it, and then print the frozen Scar King. So you have like the frozen Scar King accessory. So you can have her shooting the beam and like the frozen Scar King on the other end. Granted, it would be kind of a pricey effect because I would have to charge like an action figure price for that thing for sure, but it would be cool. Well, the beams were clear no matter which one I do. Like it's either translucent blue or translucent, or like I do like translucent red, translucent blue. The pink one's the newest one because I have on the Etsy we have the Evolved Godzilla. I have a beam for that one too up there. Don't currently have any sitting around next to me. On a sad note. I thought I had my Monster X one, which honestly I thought that one was going to sell better than what it did. I think the problem is I maybe made it too pricey. Also, I'm still didn't do ground beams either. It's like pretty much just looking at like the normal ones that are selling. They better be doing handstands, right? Whip better have a fully articulated whip. None of that bendy wire nonsense. Like it should be all a bunch of little ball joints, and you can still wrap the whip around itself. I'd buy that for $1. But anyways, just to reiterate, if you guys are interested in picking up Scar King, there's a link in the description for Calcus Toys. The link I have down there is for the stateside release. So if you're buying stateside, you can use the link below. If you're not stateside and want to buy it, you can still follow the link. You just have to find the European pre-order or just the base pre-order for it, anyways. But you can save 6% off your order. Code Steve Calcus checkout, and they do free shipping stateside because the shipping is kind of incorporated in the price. It's the best way I look at it. But with the discount code and everything, it's still cheaper than buying like from Hiya directly. We have the Etsy shop just so people have a way of buying things from me. Generally speaking, it's between Etsy and Instagram is probably where I do the majority of my selling. So if you see a beam that you want, you can also contact me through Instagram. We can do PayPal. That's another thing. I do that quite a bit. It's also cheaper if you do it through the PayPal because then I don't worry about fees. I do have an eBay account. I just don't like using it because the fees are worse. I'm going to be honest because I feel bad enough on my Etsy shop. I have to upcharge the beads to kind of cover the fees. So even after the fees, I actually still lose a little bit. But that's why I'd much rather be like, hey, just tell me what you want on Etsy. Sad day. So yeah, it'd be the Etsy where you can use the normal stuff on there too. Don't buy eBay if that helps. Actually, still owned by eBay? I think so. Pretty sure it was all the same, like 401 or 4, whatever that text form is. Yeah, it's not like the Instagram shop. It's just like you message me, I send you my PayPal link. You pay me, I ship it out. You do goods and services in case something bad happens. If you trust me enough, friends and family. I like friends and family because there's no fee, but I don't hold it to anybody. I will say I'm 100% on both of them for sales, though. So, got that going. Well, like I mentioned, link is Calcus. If you guys are interested, there'll be a full review of this pretty soon. Because since they sent this to us, I'm kind of obligated to get this thing out sooner than later. Yeah, definitely check out the Etsy. The link for that should be in the description too. I guess currently I think I've sold out a couple of beams. I got to reprint the Gigan beams are new. You gotta bust those out. I know Russell. I'm hoping tomorrow I gotta start Printing that Zilla and bug you for money. Oh, have you? Okay, cool. I'll be honest, unless I see like the links, I because you bought before, it lets me know that you're repeat buyers. Because generally, like when purchasing from me on there, it's whatever the shipping date is. Whoever is the next one to be shipped out, everybody's gonna shipped out at that time. So if I don't really have any, so say like the shipping time is 7 days. If nobody buys anything in 7 days, it generally takes 7 days to ship out. But if somebody comes in that's faster or has already been on, then stuff gets shipped out a little bit sooner. But it just gives me time because all of them are I hand paint them and clear coating. They got the holes got to be dremelled out for them and such. It just gives me time between commissions and all this other stuff I do. And it'd be the same thing. It's just the geek chest on Etsy. I know there's a couple other people that started doing beams, but I will say on a high note, we make our own beams, so we don't like. I have a 3D scanner and such, but I don't make molds of other companies' beams. We make our own, and we charge less. Yeah, I'm kind of with you. It depends on what I'm doing. Like if I'm doing model kits, Executive Blade does the job for the most part. Because generally, it's kind of also the reason I don't do model kits very often because it's very time consuming. But if I want to be fancy about it, kind of like with this guy over here, get him off the shelf without knocking everything over. Don't murder RoboCop. This one here I did, which is the Kane robot from RoboCop. This is the modeler droid, the modelroid. I think that's what it's called. But when you do the runners, I snip them and leave like a little bit of plastic on it, and then you take the Executive Blade to finish removing it, so it makes a nice smooth finish. So if you go over this guy, there isn't really any noticeable num marks. Some cobwebs, mind you, but not really any noticeable marks on them anywhere. But it also helped that I repainted this thing like entirely. Oh, go straight to 5K. Yeah, I don't even sand them. I'm gonna be honest. I only sand if I have to. Doing the kits anyways. Gotcha. Like I said, I'll take a look at it because I gotta watch the movie. I have to watch the scenes anyways to really get like how the overall shape of the beam is. Because what I do is I take the beams, at least nowadays. A couple of the older beams, I was still doing 3D modeling 100%. Now what I do is I use monster clay, and I'll use the monster clay so it makes a perfect imprint for the mouth. And then I build on that and make the beam by hand. And then I'll 3D scan that and then use that as the model. So then it's the exact same size. And then it fits also perfectly in the mouth, so I don't have to worry about everything. So it'll be one of those like me sitting upstairs randomly watching Casey and just kind of fidgeting around with it while she's watching something. That's usually when I work on beams or 3D scanning and such. Because I don't have to be like super attentive to her at the time, and also if she's wants to play or mess around, it's something I can walk away from. The harder part for me is doing like epoxy putty or even like the currently working on the critter puppet, and like with the latex, it's a challenge because you only have so much time to work with it. So that's a fun one. Oh, but anyways, we're gonna call it good here because I gotta go wake her up and make dinner. She isn't already up. I haven't heard moving yet. Her bedroom, like literally right above my office down here. So usually when this nice thing about sitting here is when I hear her get up, I hear something, hear the pitter patter of little feet. But anyways, you can help us to beat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. Easiest way to support the channel, and it's free, mind you. Free. If you would like to actually pay us, so we have a Patreon. It's a good way to help support the channel. The unimportant reviews go up on there in advance. We have a Discord attached to our Patreon. We have extra tiers if you want your own reviews, so on and so forth. We had a custom beam or custom. Yeah, I think it was custom beam on there. I'm trying to remember. Hadn't had anybody do that tier yet. Oddly, I thought that would have been a little more popular, but maybe it's the color or something. Oh, or just like Patreon in general. I mean, at least for us, not a lot of people really hop over to it. Should probably maybe do more exclusive content for it, but we have hard enough time trying to keep up content just for this. So it is what it is. But if you'd like to help, good way to do that. Or if you're just buying action figures, again, like Shimo here, link in the description for Calcus Toys. Save 6% off your order. Code Steve Calcus at checkout. Gotta beat that hammer. Ugh. And I think that's all my shilling. We also have Facebook, Instagram, Patreon, and TikTok. You guys like keep on the Dio channel doing it with that. Really, we appreciate it. Yeah, like it's already hard enough to manage everything, plus attempt to have a life and work. Like tomorrow, it's like, well, I can work on some commissions, or I can fix my porch. So I think I'm fixing my porch. But anyways, we'll see you guys in the next one. I'm trying to think. We're actually gonna have probably tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna. We're gonna probably stream tonight. More than likely, tomorrow will be an actual video. I'll be one of the Stevie Custom Monstrosity videos because I got a few of those filmed. I got a couple edited. I have finally got around to editing this stupid guy. Wherever he went, he was hanging on the floor somewhere. Or is he on the table? Hey, he's on the table. Yeah, this guy. Finally got around to finish editing his. We had to do the skit and everything for him. Oh no! I left him on. His batteries are dying. Woe is me. Woe is me. Thankfully, I came with extra batteries, but still. It drained the crap out of them. Well, we'll see you guys next one.